Alright guys, welcome back for another slime video. I do apologize for the lack of content. I was surprised by family visiting for the holidays and was quite busy. This video is going to be on the New Year's new banner. With that being said, if you find this video helpful or entertaining, leave a like, and if you want to see future content, be sure to subscribe. Let's get into it. So this new banner is for a couple of fire units. And the first unit we got was the Enthusiastic Player Milim Nava. Her stats are weighted towards attack, so looking good to start. Her ulti is called Drago Upper, which is a single target fire physical attack for 450% damage. That's pretty good. Her first skill is Top of Calamity, which increases all allies' critical rate by 80% for one turn, and it has a 100% chance to seal critical resistance up on all targets for one turn. At level 10, this skill gives a 100% crit rate, so this first skill is insanely powerful. For comparison, the 5-star Wind Hakuro only gives 30% crit rate, and the 4-star Wind Ranga only gives 25%. So yeah, this skill is crazy good now, and that's not to mention if PvP ever comes out with that crit resistance seal. Her second skill is Draconic Racket, which changes one green soul into one blue soul, and increases all Soul of Divine Protection gauge increases by 5% for one turn. This is like Diablo's Soul Converter skill. At level 7, it should only cost 15 skill points, so it's not too shabby. After that first skill, they had to tone this Milim down, I'm guessing, because that's just insane. Her character traits for getting duplicates gives her crit damage up, which when you have 50% or lower HP increases own critical rate by 5 and 8% at the start of turn. Considering her first skill, this awakening trait is actually pretty decent. It's only active when she's below 50% HP, but when you're taking down a boss, you're normally around 10 to 15% HP when you pull your combo off. So not too bad. Overall, I'd say this unit is S to SS tier. The fact that her first skill gives the entire team a crit rate buff is just so good. She has a high attack stat and a single target ulti, so really her only downside is her second skill, but even then it's a soul changer, so she can help smooth out your early game. She's like a main DPS with like partially support. Yeah, I'm gonna pull for this banner just based on her, and I'll put up a video about it on my pulls too. That's just nuts. Alright, next we have the protection unit, the Fire Rimuru, which is the Chancellor of Prosperity. He has slightly more attack than defense, so already good start. His passive buff increases all allies' fire attack by 16% and all allies' wind attack by 8%. His protection skill is Tempest Daybreak, which decreases all targets' fire resistance by 30% for 3 turns. Based on how decreasing elemental resistance works, this skill is already great. The second part of this skill increases Soul of Divine Protection gauge increase until end of battle by 20%, stacking all the way up to 100%. Note that this part of the buff is only to the gauge increase and not the damage like Water Milim. And the last part of this skill increases skill cost limit until end of battle by 25. Max is 999. So this protection unit is very good. It offers a damage increase for 3 turns as well as increasing the skill points limit. I'd say this protection Rimuru is on par with the protection Wind Veldra, and I'd easily rank this Rimuru an S tier protection unit. For me, this banner is a no-brainer must pull, and I didn't even check the character traits. Let's see. HP defense down. So when 3 Vanguard have 50% or less HP, decreases all targets defense by 3% at the start of turn, and then 5% when you have 3 duplicates. So again, like this just goes very well with the Milim up there, and both are active when your Vanguards are below 50% HP. Yeah, just a no-brainer must pull for me. With that being said, Psych out.